Hey Ronnie, my name is Terrance here at Handy Toyota. I'm just here to show you this nice TRD Tundra Pro. It's a Crew Max model. You got this nice Toyota symbol here. It's all different too, if you want to go lower. Two front tow hooks, skid plate, engine skid plate, transfer case skid plate. And as well, these side lightings are a little bit darker as well. Give you a nice and off-road look. All the bumper, front and rear is orange. You get your TRD 17-inch rims with a little bit more aggressive off-road tire that they come with factory. And as well as you're going to see in there, you got the Bilstein shocks and absorbers with the 2.5-inch lift with reservoirs as well in the front and the back. So this vehicle is going to be 2.5 inches taller than any other Tundra that's out there from factory, and it's warranty. Color keyed side mirrors, and you're going to see they're also heated, so in the wintertime, as in now, there's not going to be a blind spot when it's on the side. All decals are blacked out with the TRD look, and the TRD Pro is implanted. As you're going to see, this model, all of them come standard with the spray and bed liner with the Toyota name right in the back. And you got your bolt tie downs, which what I call them. You can move them, tie downs, and as well, backup camera, wires, controllers, tow hitch. They come standard. And as well, what I like about this, you gotta make sure it doesn't hit the table though. So it doesn't slam down. Let's move that table so sorry about that. Doesn't slam down. This does have also a rear window or a bed spacer. They can separate if you have anything in your bed, if you have construction work or anything. If you want to take a look in the back, the rear window is actually down partial. You can put it all the way down if you wanted to, or all the way up, of course. Let's take a look inside. I forgot this truck also came with the dual exhaust that you would see. TRD catback exhaust. So Ronnie, let's take a look inside now. We got obviously the power windows, power locks. But one thing I like, this has a power seating. You got lumbar support. You got up, down, forward, back. The back part. Power outside mirror controls. Bed light control, rear window control, doors open, lights on control. I can turn that light off by doing that, cause the door, but it's in the middle. Doors open, light's gonna be on, or if I can manually turn it on. But Tundra, what also has to offer, you can control your headlamps to go up and down. You got 5 levels. The headlamp lights actually go up and go down, because it's if you ever tow anything or you're blinding people, you can actually point it down a little bit so you're not interfering with people's driving. Headlamp controls, of course, with the fog lights. Audio controls. Mode changes from AM to FM, Bluetooth to satellite. Volume. Bluetooth. Voice activation. Display shows you 3-inch screen. Well, let's get more inside it, and let's take a look after you take a look at this beautiful TRD Pro seating. So Ronnie, we're inside the 2015 TRD Pro Tundra limited edition. They're only making up to 2,000, and that's it, out of the full 50 states, and we got lucky to get one of them. This is all custom made Tundra with the TRD Pro shift knob with this nice black with red orange stitching style, custom made seats, custom made TRD Pro logo, and again it wraps around all over the doors. And as well, the floor mats again are custom made for this truck of TRD Pro. I went over this stuff with you, but I wanted to have you take a look at what's straight ahead. Is in you have a 3-inch screen that gives you all the options. You got, it's not fully filled, but you got 423 miles till empty, supposedly. Average speed, of course. Again, it's never been driven, so it doesn't really have an average miles per gallon. It has 9 miles from the manufacturer to test the vehicle, of course, because they have to test every vehicle to make sure it's up to par. You do have traction control, tow haul mode button here as well, 4-wheel drive control. ACs is very simple to use, speed, temperature, and modes. You got your rear defroster, AC button, recycled air, that's using the air inside here, 4 ways. And again, you got sequential sequential shifting. That's in regular drive. But pop to the left, yes, it automatically goes in 4th gear, but even if you go like 60 or 80, nothing is going to happen. You'll be able to shift up, you'll be able to shift down. It will not let you shift down to have your RPMs crazy high. It will shift down if it will let you, but it will shift up whenever you will like. And also again, if you're in 6th gear, it would also shift down for you to get better gas mileage. Backup camera again on an 7-inch touchscreen. Nice clear view. As you can see, the sky has that much clearance. I'm not sure if you're able to see it through the camera though, of your camera, but besides the point, it's on a 7-inch touchscreen, clear view capability. Really nice to have, and if you ever tow, you'll be able to see your tow hitch ball. Now apps. Well, let's go on this front screen. As you can see right here, this is your regular radio, which most people have it as home, but there's a regular home button, which also goes to your navigation, your phone that's hooked up, and also the radio. You are able to change the setting to a 2 screen as in navigation and radio, or a 3, as you can see. But you see this phone that's crossed off. If you're able to see that clear enough, when you hook up your phone, you'll be able to see your battery life of your phone, and on top of that, if you have service or not, it will give you the service bars. But let's go back to the radio. It's like an iPhone. You can use your finger, saves up to 36 channels. Or the arrows, of course. You want to change the volume? Yeah, it's right here, the tune scroller. If you want to change the station manually? Yeah, you got your tune scroller here. Did I say volume? This tune scroller, I'm sorry. This now for the volume. Tune scroller is on here. Manually change the station. And as well, on the bottom right touchscreen, you see sound. That's not the volume, but it's the bass and all. You used to press this for bass, not anymore. Press sound, all up front. Change the bass, change how you like it, do what you like. Then once you're done, press back on your steering wheel, or as you saw me, press back there. You are also able, has the HD radio high resolution touchscreen, which you can also, it's like a DVR, pause your radio up to 20 minutes. Fast forward, rewind back to where you paused it from. It also does that when you're on your phone automatically. It gives you, it will still go live as you see now. Well, it's paused. But when someone calls you, it's not going to pause, but this will come up and tell you that once you get off the phone, you are to rewind it where someone called you, so you don't miss anything. So again, it's going to stay up until I press live, and in a few seconds it will go away. But to go to navigation, you want to go to apps. Navigation is pretty simple. Just click that and go to navigation. Destination, of course. But after, you can save up to 5 addresses. Point of interest, again, it will give you, you're going to put in the state, yes. And then you're going to go category. near the city that you put in, or near here, wherever you are, and it's going to give you all these restaurants, stores, and so forth. Previous destination. That's pretty self-explanatory. Address book, you can save addresses. But again, just as you would use as a GPS. Now text messages would only work in basically Droid's phones after the 07 update that iPhone did, even though Toyota works with AT&T. Or not AT&T, iPhones, Apple. You get a phone, that's where you hook up your phone. Quickest way actually is pressing this button or the answer button. Ask you the same question if you want to pair it. Weather and traffic only works in metro areas like Boston and New York City. Tells you if there's traffic or not, take a different route, or weather tells you, of course, the weather. You can set up your own maintenance. Let's just click one so you know what it is. Now, easier one. Oil filter. You change your oil on a Tundra, on Toyotas, besides Tacomas, every 10,000 miles. And you get 2 years of free maintenance, 2 years of roadside assistance. So, for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first, is going to be free maintenance. Let's just say you don't drive much, so you can actually put the date of, and change the date of 10 months from now, because I'm going to drive 500 miles a month. So you're going to get your oil changed before you hit 10,000 miles. So in 10 months, you'll be able to change your oil, even though they would probably put it on your top right windshield. There's something for yourself that you can set up your maintenance if you don't drive enough, or even if you drive too much. It's just another maintenance pop-up of a reminder. A maintenance reminder will also come up on your 3-inch screen here that will tell you maintenance needed. It did on my vehicle about I think 400 miles before I was going to hit it. So that's pretty good. Tells you right away or soon enough for you to make an appointment and be okay. So let's go back. And so setup is going to go in settings in your whole touchscreen. General, home screen, voice. If you have an accent, you'll be able to voice recognition prompt. Train voice recognition. You're going to go through 10 things to say, and it's going to understand you, and it's going to read how you talk, and somehow it's training the robot voice to understand you. There's settings of Bluetooth, phone, and again those two are two different things. Your phone you can add in one, and again phone is going to go and you connect, but all these options will light up. Audio, you can change to, instead of putting, again, you can save up to 36 channels, you can actually have it made to do less, as in just regular 6 or 12, 18, 24, 30, or 36. But no point doing that, might as well have more. If you don't need it, hey, you don't save anything, you don't go to those channels. But again, navigation again as well. So let's go back. So if you want to go back, we're in a couple. If we press back, it's just going to go back to the, but show you an example. If you want to go back all the way back to your radio, just press audio, goes back to scratch, boom, it's back. So you can track, of course. And again, this is your map memory, so if there's a GPS upgrade or map upgrade, of course, Toyota's going to be able to do that for you and give you a new card, which service will do for you. You do have a USB and an iPod plug-in right below here with two 12-volt chargers, or two 12 volts instead of cigarette lighters, but they could light up a cigarette lighter if you have the attachment though, I would suppose. So Ronnie, we're checking the back seat out now. As you can see, it's a Crew Max, so the door is actually a little bit bigger than the front doors, believe it or not. You can fit a car in here. You got a lot of space. There's a handle here, so you can actually lift up. Power windows, of course. Child lock safety, if you would never need it. Again, it has a 2.5-inch lift, so you do actually feel the difference. I'm in Tundras every day, and I definitely feel a difference. You got a lot of room. I'm 5'9", and my toes are all the way back and forward, and I got a lot of space. Obviously, I'm not going to sit like that. This is me sitting. You also have another 12-volt charger option here as well to plug in, AC control, and as well, there's 2 cup holders here, and as well 2 cup holders on the doors on both sides. It's a beautiful Tundra. So Ronnie, I want to thank you again for watching the video. Hopefully this is the right vehicle for you. I want to thank you again for the opportunity and the phone call. And one thing that's different on my mind is actually the remote car starter. It's factory with the vehicle for 3 years or 36,000 miles instead of getting a regular car starter aftermarket which is only usually warranted 1 year. So let me know if you have any questions, concerns, comments. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Give me a call at 802-528-2222 or an email at tsayers@handycars.com. Thanks again, and hopefully you liked the video. Take one last look at the vehicle.